What's going on, all you wild Cinephellas enthusiasts? Your two favorite TV reviewers are back tonight, and we are talking about the entire limited series run of Elizabeth Olsen and Jesse Plemons in the Max original Love and Death.
I just don't want anybody to get hurt.
That's right. This is a story of the housewife turned murderer, Katie Montgomery, played by Elizabeth Olsen behind me. She's taking a nice little bath here. And the other character is her love interest, played by Jesse Plemons. They have some, a little bit of an affair. They're both married. They break it off, and then basically sets up the rest of the story of the death of this wife in the town that they live in.
Couple episodes establishing the relationship between her and Alan Gore, played by Jesse Plemons. Man, what a looker he was. I could see the attraction. But two great actors at the top of their craft. These two have had a phenomenal decade, really, of acting, but mainly within the last couple of years. I mean, Jesse Plemons has been in everything: Scorsese, Power of the Dog, a lot of Oscar buzz with his acting, and does another phenomenal performance here as Alan Gore, a reserved kind of guy who really actually loved his wife that he ended up cheating on. You could tell the love was there, but old Candy was too sweet to his eye. And, they started this weird affair. They'd meet at hotels. She'd like make him dinner, and then they'd bang and take a shower. And for whatever reason, they did this for a period of time and then broke it off eventually, but it was too late. And Alan's wife ended up finding out, and one day confronted Candy, and the rest is history. And that's really what this show, it's kind of the mystery of what happened there. We see glimpses of what happened, but we don't actually see what happened and how the murder went down until the final episode, which was very well done. I like that the mystery was kept there. We didn't really know exactly how it happened. And I enjoyed even the court case and hearing all the details and kind of her defense and how the prosecution looked at it. And I was surprised by what happened. I never actually looked and saw what the final outcome was, but was surprised with how everything ended up for Candy.
Yeah, me too. I didn't really know too much about this story. I don't think there was like a TV show or movie, Jessica Biel, that played Katie Montgomery. I never saw it, but wasn't too familiar with this case. But it was pretty interesting how, she's getting interrogated. It's the court case, her lawyers, trying to be on her side and win this case, and everything that she went through, self-defense, having to do with, Gore's wife that basically attacked her with an axe. And we actually get to see towards the end of the season, like how that went down, which is really, really well done in terms of like practical effects. It was gory, super gory, of her just snapping out and hitting her with an axe about 100 times. Obviously limbs falling off and stuff like that, but it was a really compelling, really interesting court case. Elizabeth Olsen really sold this performance. She's got some really great acting chops, and she's got a really bright career ahead of her. Jesse Plemons was also fantastic in this, and the supporting cast as well. A case I wasn't too familiar with, but they really dive into the story and make you interested and see how this all turns out, for Candy's character.
Guys that love true crime, this is a show for you. It's great. It wraps everything up. 6-episode run. It really wraps everything up nicely. I like Tom Pelphrey's performances as Don Crowder, her attorney. The way he found some innocence, and, the way that he portrayed her as kind of the victim too, which you can kind of see. It shows glimpses into her childhood and how she was, basically verbally abused and had mental trauma from her mom, not paying attention to her, not giving her, any attention. And then that coming back and her rage that she felt. And you find out that, it wasn't as simple as her just snapping out and, murdering, Alan's wife with the axe. There was actually, she came after her first. So while it was murder, yes, it wasn't as simple as, well, I'm going to murder you. You found out about the affair. No. And, she was actually attacked and felt threatened there. What happened after that? She kind of got triggered, according to how to portray it, but nobody's portrayed as innocent here. There's a lot of lives that were put in the crosshairs. It ruined a lot of people's lives, I'm sure. Her kids were probably traumatized. It ended up breaking up the marriage at the end. But some very interesting, like where they ended up to with her becoming, I think, a counselor at the end of her life and living out her days in Georgia at the end after what happens at the end. So we won't say anything more than that, but very interesting outcome. But with that being said, I really enjoyed this limited series. Another winner for HBO. They produced some really great stuff as always. And happy I watched this and was thoroughly entertained from week to week and highly recommend it to you guys. So with that being said, I'm going to give Love and Death a 4.5 out of 5 Jesse Plemons hairpieces.
I'd have to definitely agree with you, my man. This is a really phenomenal series. Didn't know too much about it, but yeah, this is really well done. HBO puts out yet another winner. Hard to believe, right?
Right.
So if you guys are interested in true crime, murder cases, things like that, definitely check this out. We both highly recommend it. Streaming on Max.
So we want to hear from you guys. Did you guys like Love and Death as much as us? Did you also watch the other Kenny Montgomery series? What did you think was better? Let us know in the comments section below. And as always, don't forget to click or stab with an axe. Subscribe. Thank you guys for watching our review. Don't forget to follow along with us on all our social media pages, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for all the latest and greatest TV, movie news, and reviews. So that wraps it up from these boys. We're done reviewing Love and Death. Until the next Cinephellas TV review, I'm Uncle Henry, and that's my good mate,
Logan Blemons, signing out until the next TV review.
Cheers.
Cheers.